What's up, people? Welcome to, the preview of the show. I don't know the name yet, but they're gonna figure it out eventually. But we have a preview of the new show that Sam and Linda created, and these monkeys are gonna do a preview episode, explain everything. I'm gonna dip out and come in every now and then. Before we get into it, don't forget to go to ELR and submit your recipe for the what month is it now? July, which is chewy gummy candy, if I believe. So don't forget to do that. Just go to elr.com, then go to the forum. Don't forget to follow us on Discord and Facebook, yada yada yada. And most importantly, please vote for the poll that I just had. My schedule is going to change, so that's going to change everything. I might be working on Saturdays, and I might be working later on Wednesdays. So just vote so we can get a better idea of what would be best for the viewer. But now I'm going to stop yapping and mute this music because you probably can't hear a damn thing I'm saying. But anyways, take it away, Sam and Linda.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Hey, welcome, guys.
I think we'll stick with the Mixer's Almanac. Maybe we'll just put like a subtitle on there, Mixer's Almanac, colon, something else. I don't know. Season 2. I think Mixer TMA still fits. So welcome to TMA, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. I'm excited. Got 2 episodes left of our normal scheduled programming, Watermelon Yuzu, coming up the next 2 weeks. Tonight was originally Tomato Week, so since that's not a thing that we want to mix, we are going to take the opportunity to go through, which I guess you could call in episode 0 of the new season, see what direction we're going in. I guess technically, if you really think about it, this is going to be our first episode of the new season, right? Because then we'll just carry on from this episode in 3 weeks. Or that episode will either be, a carry on from this one, or it'll be a new recipe, depending on how we feel about our recipes tonight. So for those listening, for those that are here, Mike, Happy, Ami, Buster, welcome in, everybody. We're just going to kind of go through the new idea. So the new idea is we're going to generate an image, and Linda and I are going to spend the night collaborating a recipe, a couple recipes, a couple versions of a recipe, a base for an idea for a recipe tonight. We are going to put effort into it as if we were collaborating on a one-shot. We are going to spend more than a week on it if we need to. We're going to give you guys the opportunity to mix along with us. So you'll have tonight to come up with your ideas. You'll have chat to throw ideas at us and get your ideas. You'll have the week. For this one, you'll have until the next first episode, which will be 3 weeks out from tonight, to do whatever you want, rework your recipes, come up with take everything you learned over the last year, Buster, and do that first recipe, but then make the changes to it, right, after a week, and then make more changes to it after a week. Like I said, we'll have 3 weeks, so that's what we're going to be doing. And then we'll move on to another recipe. Daniel will be helping us out a little bit in the beginning of the episode, just so that we're gonna have a little bit of input from him, so that Linda and I our personal perspectives aren't influencing the pick of the image that we're gonna be trying to randomly generate here. So he'll be helping us with that. So we'll just get this going. So I have 100 random flavor. I'm going to keep doing this. I keep saying flavors when I mean are colors. I have 100 random colors. I have input those 100 colors into a random generator and generated 5 random colors. I have not looked at those colors yet. Those colors will be given to Daniel in just a moment. And to you guys, I'll let you know what they are. I'll pop them in chat. Okay, I'll do it when I do go over. Okay. Sorry, Daniel was chatting with me for a second about this. They'll be able to hear you if you unmute yourself, though, right?
I didn't say anything. What are you talking about, Sam?
Oh man, it's been a long day. I'm imagining things. Yeah, Daniel's the ref. That's a great way to think about it. He's just taken the personal interpretation out of the choice of the image, basically, right? And he's spinning the random wheel for the profile. So, where was I? Yeah, and then we will. Yeah, so let's just do it. Let's stop talking about it. Let's just do it. So I'm gonna look at it right now. So let me see if I can screen share it while I'm doing this. Is this working? It is. It's not. It's just black.
You're only screen sharing in the Discord.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I see it. I see it when I'm in here.
Yeah, but it's not on the screen.
Well, I don't want to rate your stream. Okay, get out of here. So, anyway, that's okay. So the the 5 colors for tonight are dark orange, navy, plum, medium sea green, and old lace. Fun. Okay. Here, Daniel, I will pop them in chat. And this is a pre-selected list of 100 flavors that will not change. They're in chat, but it's in there in a weird. You just have to copy paste it. Yeah. Oh, they're in YouTube chat. Sorry. So everybody that's mixing along with us, you can take those colors, and so we're going to use those colors to get the image, but you don't need to mix with these colors in mind, right? So the idea is that we're going to use 5 colors to generate an image, but we're going to take any 3 colors from the image to replicate flavorings in our recipe. They don't even have to be the 5 colors that we chose, right? White shows up a lot in these images as light and yellow and things like that. So we can just you can use them. You can Old Lace might just be like a brown, and to you it's root beer or something. But the fact that you know that it's Old Lace, you might want to go leather or tobacco. So the idea of the flavor name being incorporated in what we're telling you guys, I think, is going to play into what flavorings you use, as well as the fact that that doesn't need to matter, right? It's just the color and the interpretation of the image. So
What color is old lace?
I think it's got to be a brown, right?
I'm thinking like off white. I
Yeah,
have no
maybe.
idea.
I can't type. Oh my god, it's like an off, like a orangish brownish off white.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very off whitey, like eggshell, like a dirty eggshell almost, right? Okay.
I'm looking.
Daniel has those 5 colors. We need a prompt for the night. So Daniel,
It
if you
says
have an idea for the prompt,
pale creamy off white with subtle yellow or beige undertones.
so that's your colors. And then the idea for the prompt, everybody, would be that I mean, it's something artistic, maybe. It doesn't have to be super abstract, but something that's a little more naturey and invokes feeling. So if yeah, there you go. But we can work this prompt out together. But something I would say, I don't. It doesn't have to be nature specifically, but something that invokes feeling. Lighthouse. Yeah, that'd be dope. I mean, and it could be a bunch of people in the middle of a city. Like I keep saying, I don't want people in the pictures to these guys, but that doesn't really matter, right? I just want to limit the amount of colors in the image. So like it doesn't have to be just those 5, but like I don't want like 27 colors in the because then it kind of defeats the purpose of generating the colors, right? So people in the street wearing 30 different colors of clothing versus the 5 colors plus maybe 2 or 3 extras. So boom, you know. We're watching you do it right now, but I guess maybe the idea or I'm watching it on YouTube. I don't know if Linda is, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
that's what I
watching.
mean. I'm yeah. So maybe if next time Linda and I don't pay attention to you doing this,
I wasn't really. I just looked when you said that.
but like I mean, like consciously, like we don't pay. Well, it's cool that you're showing it to everybody. I like that, but I don't want our influence on the picture chosen. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's fine. I took off. I'm back on Discord watching the chat, the Zoom. So watching us. That works for me. I won't pay attention. I'll drink my beer. So I like this. So we'll be live mixing a collab every night or every episode instead of mixing ahead of time on our own time. And so we'll get to mix on our own time, our own stuff, and keep that personal for us. And then the show will be the show, and anything that so we'll be doing it on the show. And then when we get to the point where you guys have your recipes dropped, we'll talk about look at your guys' recipes and stuff too.
So guys,
If anybody,
I
hopefully Buster plays along.
I was muted when I was doing it, but hey Rocky, what you can see is I put the colors in first so it gets kind of an idea of what we want. They can't see what I'm doing right now. This is a little bit too far. I mean, it makes sense to do some like what I'm doing, but you want to click it multiple times. You want the AI to get familiar with the colors, and you might have to delete some stuff and start again. I mean,
Wait, what?
I'm talking about how I'm finding the pictures.
The prompt?
Yeah, utilizing
I
it
see.
and trying to.
You're not talking
yeah.
to us. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, hi. How are you?
You're good. I just tuned out for a second and realized who you were talking to. That's my bad. I was getting my pop out chat without trying to look at the screen.
I'm
Hey,
looking at
Rocky,
this.
I don't know if I said that.
Don't look at what I'm doing. I'm
Good to
trying
see
to
you.
get a good one.
Where's City? City.
Can they hear Daniel or no?
They hear me now.
Yeah, he's talking to them.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to do some, because it's gotta be funny. Like the first episode, at least we can be serious. Another time.
It could be whatever. Yeah, I mean,
Oh my God, these are okay.
something whimsical is great. I'm totally not opposed to that. Doesn't have to be that. The monkeys? Are you doing monkeys?
Shut up. But no, if I incorporate that word that you can't see, let me zoom in. Then they're gonna have to do the F word. They're gonna have to do the F word because it's gonna have it in the picture. Yeah.
No idea what he's.
Okay.
Okay, come on. You got 10 seconds. 10.
All right, I
9.
got one. I think
8.
this one is the
7.
best one because the colors actually match. All right,
Okay.
so do
Are
you
you
want to look
picked?
now? Or do you want me to
I'm ready
have
to look.
2? There's 2 you could pick from. But the other one has yellow. There's no yellow in this. Yeah, never mind. This one's the
But
best.
it doesn't matter.
Yellow's not one of our colors.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it doesn't technically matter. That's an extra.
So could I have one?
Yeah, it doesn't just have to have the 5.
So could it?
Just
Oh,
those
No,
5.
but I mean, if it's up to him. You know what I mean? It's up to him. So That's what I want. I want that to be up to you. And then Linda and I are like, we're like, I want us to
No,
scramble.
I'd
to kinda
rather
come up
do
with
this
something,
one.
You know, I want us to
This one's
work
the
out the easier
colors.
picture.
I don't want I want it to be the colors. So you have.
I need a fresh battery. 1 second.
Can you see it?
No, hold on.
Yeah. The farm.
Yeah, the farm and then the flowers, the monkeys. I think that's all the colors. Whereas the other one had too much yellow, and
Well,
that's
that's fine.
just. I wanted flowers because then you guys might have to do floral,
Yeah.
and that would be
No.
funny.
No, man, the floral doesn't that doesn't mean anything. So
I know.
perfect.
Hold
We
on.
can do whatever we want, dude. We could literally take this recipe and make something that's has no fruit in it, and we could do one that's all fruit. You know, like we could do whatever we want. That's the idea. So I love that picture. Let's do it. That's our picture of the night. Save that picture so we can post it on our Facebook page
Why didn't it?
and put that up in your little box while we mix. So no, Buster. So there's 5 colors. So just look at the image. Don't worry about anything else, you guys. This is for fun. Worry about the image. That's what you're mixing off of. We would like to see 3 notes in your recipe that replicate any colors in that image. It doesn't have to be the 5 that we generated. We are telling you the 5 that we generated because that may or may not give you some inspiration into what you want to mix, right? But it doesn't have to matter. So, so in this image, we could purple, blue, blueberries and that purple blueberry jam and oranges and freaking green. We could do whatever we want, and we'll work that out. You'll see what we mean by that. But the colors that we generated are more or less just to get us to this simple image that's going to be hopefully a unique thing every time we do it. And then we just want you guys to know what those, because like I think we did this a couple weeks ago, and sienna was one of ours, and that's a burnt orange color, right? And so it's like, well, burnt orange, you might have an idea from that, but if you're just looking at the image, you might not. You look at this image, you're not going to think shoestring or whatever the fuck, old lace, right? But knowing that old lace is one of the colors, that might influence your idea on what your profile or what your idea is going to be. So that's all that is. Take the image, 3 notes to replicate colors from that image. So you have the random wheel of profiles. That is the next step.
All right, you guys ready? So they can hear me again. There might be an echo.
I have curated 10 profiles that I feel cover at least 95% of all vape profiles without boxing them in too hard. We have fruit, we have dessert / bakery, we have candy / sweets, we have tobacco, we have cream, custard, vanilla dominant, beverages, nut / spices, savory / unique, with spirit, liqueur, breakfast / cereals, and that's it. Yeah, so that pretty much, we can put, if we want mint, I generated some of these and was looking for different ideas, and we could put mint in any of these. We could put, there's just, that pretty much covers all of it. So randomly give us one of those, and we'll get to work.
All right, you guys ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spin, spin, spin. Tobacco, tobacco, tobacco. Keep going, keep going,
Yeah, right.
keep going, keep going. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, that's not tobacco in the first place.
Hold on.
Wish we could see it like without the delay. It just started spinning here for me.
Yes.
What was
Oh no,
Yes.
it's tobacco, Linda.
Do it.
No, it isn't.
Do it. Do it.
Yes, it is.
Do it. Do it.
I'll make a 5 mil.
Get that 555 gold ready.
I don't have many tobaccos, so
Can we respin non-light?
nope.
Nope. Okay, but it
Well,
doesn't
I
have to
don't.
be a pure tobacco. We can go as light of tobacco as we want. Make it a dessert. So
Let's use Ultimate RY4.
Don't sis out
fine,
now.
dude. I'm fine with that. Tobacco. We should do tobacco / RY4. That's what we should change that to.
Well, isn't RY4 tobacco?
That's
Alright.
what I. Yeah, but
Alright.
like we
Yeah.
should include that in
Referee
the
here.
term.
Referee timeout. All right. So I'll
100%.
allow RY4s and dirty vanillas and whatever just this time. But if
No.
you guys are going to have it on the wheel in the future, it needs to be legit or just take it off. You get what I'm saying? Like it
No,
has
that's
to be
fine.
legit. Or just switch it to /RY4.
RY4. Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
I understand
tobacco
what you're saying.
/
We can't. Linda just doesn't have very many, but that just means we can't be like babies about it every single time. So
That's all
fine.
I'm saying.
I understand what you're.
Because people are going to call you wimps.
That's so fucking funny.
I was rooting for it.
I know you were, and you were rooting for it past knowing what it was. So until we saw it, so that's hilarious. Okay, so literally though, but like I mean, like you said, we can go. So I have this wheel thingy too, but I'm gonna go /RY4 on it if you want to do that too, Daniel. So it's a little more clear.
You're killing me here. I agree, Rocky, with the throwing up face.
I mean, would
Well,
okay.
that's the thing. So this has to be something.
Referee.
Linda, I don't want to make something that you're not gonna like.
No. I think
that's the idea.
Wait, I
want to make something that you're like, this is an RY4 I would actually grab off the shelf and vape. Like, so if that means that at this point it needs to be like real entry level, that's fine. I want us to make something that we both really like.
Okay.
I don't like we do this a lot we've done this a lot over the last year where when we collaborate a recipe, we try things for each other and doesn't always work. I like it, you don't like it, whatever. We need to meet in the middle and make this something that is something that we both like, because that's kind of the point. We have different palates, but we agree on a lot of things. So we just need to find that middle ground. I like more tobacco-y things than you do, but I know that you don't like that, and I understand that. Like I said, with the one-shot thing, we're when we collaborate here together, the idea of us enjoying something at the same level is going to be the exact same as us making it for like the general public, right? It's so if we meet in the middle and find something that we both really like I'm not gonna, we can make each other. If we try a couple test versions, make a 5.
I'm leaving it.
But like I'd like to get to a point where you're like, I'll make a 30 of this, So
Sam, there's a
are
one.
we retaining the
no, not just that
flavor?
though. Besides Linda, if chat wants a respin for the sake of watching the show, I will allow it, but they have to speak up. So far, it's 1 for 1. And second, go ahead and you can read the question. That's important, super important. The Buster's question.
Yeah. So X1 for respin. We'll give you guys like 2 minutes or whatever.
No, Buster asked, "Are we retaining the 8?"
Yes, I know. I was.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just. Yeah, I was gonna get into that. Honestly, no. That wasn't something that we discussed. And I don't think. I mean, I think the idea. I don't. Just in general. Forget this show. In general, 8+ flavor recipes are kind of rare. I think if you do a recipe that's 12 flavors, right? I think by the time you actually submit it for us to go over, you're gonna work it down under 8 flavors. If it's like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever mixed, and it's still 12 flavors, submit it. I'm gonna be impressed. Do you feel the same way?
Me? Yeah. I mean, I feel like. I feel like now that I've been mixing for however many years, I can make a recipe with 5 flavors and have it be banging.
I feel like if Yeah.
Or I've made recipes with nine flavors, and it's still good if they're layered right. But I feel like, I mean, taste is subjective, so maybe someone likes the 12 flavors and they go well together, and if they're layered
Yeah.
good and they like it. But I mean, yeah, I don't think we
So
should have a limit.
agreed. And like I said, I mean, like Wayne's got 10 loop. I mean, but he rarely puts out recipes that have more than 8 flavors. You know, 8 is kind of like comfortably max. Let's respin then. We can respin. That's totally fine. That's so
Everyone
funny.
X1.
Next time though,
Thank
we
you
don't,
guys.
since we've
Thank
less
you
is
very
more.
much.
And
Next time,
like
I'm
I
not.
said,
No one's off, and it's gonna be just you. We have to change it to /RY4, or it's gonna be just plain.
no, it change it to /RY4, but we're not off the hook next time. And we won't be doing this X1 respin shit because that's the whole point, right? We'll do it this time since it's technically episode 0. I'm totally fine with that, and it's our first episode. We'd like to do our best shot at it, but yeah, less is more, and you realize that after, like, if you're gonna mix a V2, be like, what can I take out of this? What can I combine? Oh, this flavor has 2 notes. I can drop 2, and generally speaking, you will work your recipe to 8 or less flavors.
Or
So I'm not worried about the limit or anything like that. It's the limit. What I would prefer as far as rules go would be, I'm watching Daniel. Breakfast cereals. That'll be fun. Okay, we can do that. Easily. That's a great picture for breakfast and cereals, dude. Like instantly. Pancake, waffles, and jam, and fucking berry crunch cereal. Like, yeah, there's a lot of things we can do there. The only thing that we ask that you do is, and put this in your notes if you can, or if you remember to. I'm bad about notes, but put this in your notes. Replicate 3 colors into flavor notes. Right. That's it. Doesn't have to be 3 from the list. Just 3 from the image. It'd be like, I see this light kind of greenish color. That for me is, whatever. Lime, and it doesn't have to be an exact
or
correlation,
kiwi, or
right?
yeah.
Exactly. It's dark green, so it has to be lime zest. It doesn't. That's up to you. Purple could literally be blueberry jam, or whatever. It doesn't have to be a purple fruit, or it could be taro, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Brown has a lot of options. White has a lot of options. I'll tell you what. There's white in here. There's, that's fucking custard white egg, off-white, eggy white color, and creams and milks and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, milk and honey. Milk and honey is a perfect color for this. And I agree, Mike. And so, before we do get into it, Linda, I'm sorry. Did we want to talk about last week's recipe real quick?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's public.
Yeah, you made it public.
I did. That's right.
Because Brett mixed it. I liked it.
It's good. I'm vaping it. No, I'm not. I'm not vaping. I could vape it right now, actually.
Let me see.
It's a little too juicy and green for me for the creams, but it's still good.
Yeah, I mean, all those flavors just tasted good to me. Like,
I don't really get the white, there's no, I don't get the white chocolate. I don't really get the.
Well, was that really the purpose of it?
No,
we
not
didn't
necessarily.
really say
It's the
what
purpose.
it was. Like, we didn't really say this is going to be like a raspberry cookie, or. I mean,
That's
the
valid.
variety. I mean, we didn't say, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is going to be a waffle with nuts and milk and honey, or we didn't say. So I feel like for what it is, the flavors I mean, to me, it tasted really good. But I think, I think the apple ras might be maybe making that juicy too, a little bit. Because I can't really see what else would be making it juicy. Raspberry syrup. See, I don't really know.
Yeah, I'll try it here again in a minute, but it was
it's
okay. I mean, it's good. It's just, I feel like it could have been, if that was something for the new season, we'd be reworking it for sure.
Yeah. Like I feel like, oh, we did the apple raz because we needed a second fruit.
Yeah, and
Like
there's a nice brightness to it, but it's got like this green note to it. Like the strawberry is just like it's
I
not
bet
quite candied enough.
3% on the ultimate strawberry. I feel like I think we should have gone 2.
I think Ultimate Strawberry is just
I get
such a
green a little bit.
versatile. It's so versatile. I know you get green off of it as a single flavor. You mentioned that. But I know it can be bent candy. But I think it's just
Yeah.
it has to be bent candy, strawberries.
Yeah.
We bent it with raspberries and bright apple raz and lemon, and that kind of brought the green notes out. I feel like.
And I said we should use strawberry gummy candy, but you said no. I feel like that would have added, but it doesn't matter now anyway because we're not going to redo it. I think it tasted good. I liked the flavor. But yeah, I think it was the apple raz and the ultimate strawberry being at 3%.
But yeah, anyways, it's good.
Anyway.
So sorry guys,
Yeah.
I just want to interject that real quick because I totally forgot. Getting excited about this new thing. So all right, so we have our profile. Our flavor: dark orange, navy plum, medium sea green, old lace. We have our image. Our profile is, what was it again? We got breakfast / cereal.
Breakfast
And
cereals.
no, Mike, you're 100% right, dude. It's overwhelming
Yep.
as a new mixer getting into stuff.
I
mean, it was overwhelming for me, and then I put out 600 new recipes for people to look at. So it's like,
I
you know,
don't see a lot of loaded up recipes. There's a few people I see that load up recipes like that, and I just look and go, like I can
it's
look and say,
you're right.
you know who's done that
Yeah.
to me? Fiddy's presented me with a recipe that's got like 12 flavors, and he'll go narrow that down. And it's
Yeah.
so simple. It's really when you get used to mixing and you know your flavors and you know what's muting or what's like you can narrow
Oh,
it down to
that's a fun way to theory mix yourself, put everything you want into it and then look at it objectively the next day and be like, what can I combine and cut down and pick different flavors and, give your mixing a recipe, give yourself honestly, an overnight sleep on things, is a really good thing to do because I'll post a recipe and sometimes be like, oh shit, I think a 0.5% extra would be even better. And then I'll like go tweak it later after I fix it and try
that's
it.
why
And
I
like,
put work in progress.
which is annoying. And it's, but you try and get all that done beforehand, but sometimes you're just like, fuck.
And I think you hit the nail on the head with saying theory mixing, because if you actually mix it and taste it and give it a steep, then you'll realize I can narrow it down without just throwing out a theory recipe.
Well, everything is theory mixing until you mix it. So give yourself and craft yourself as a theory mixer too, because the better you are at theory mixing, the better you'll be at hitting that, that mark that you're trying to hit sooner. Know your flavors, that's number one rule. Know your fucking flavors. And even I have trouble with that now that I'm not single flavor testing them on a weekly basis. So
yeah.
And I agree, Rocky. Yeah. Okay, so Linda, what do we could do breakfast cereals. We could do like a cereal and like a Crunch Berries thing. We could do.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
I see
I'm working
so
on
many
it.
Crunch Berries sound. I was literally thinking of that earlier. That Crunch Berries.
Remember,
sounded good.
I'm working on
I
a
did.
Crunch Berry.
You have been working on one. Do you want to do a different one?
No, because you know what? I've never single flavor tested that flavor, so I'm just kind of mixing like from notes. So no, let's use it if you want.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
I've never single flavor tested the Crunch Berries, and
The
so
TFA?
yeah. So literally, I did that. I put some forest fruit, like really simple. I just wanted to enhance the berries, so I'm
You
going
were
off
just
people's
testing
notes.
it.
I didn't mix anything yet because I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you were
So I
just theory
haven't ever.
something. So you haven't
I was
actually mixed it.
crafting. I was crafting a
Gotcha.
recipe. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
so
never
we could
mixed
do
it.
something like that. So I mean, it's really easy to hit our 3 notes easily. I mean, cereal. with just the cereal and then milk, so we don't really even have to worry about what's what. So okay, so do we want? It's not going to be hard just to go straight cereal and milk. Is that what we want
Right.
to do? Just perfect. Okay,
Simple
so
recipe. Yeah.
it'd be fun if we could do actual Captain Crunch and berries versus like Oops All Berries. 'Cause I feel like most recipes are Oops All Berries, but it's really hard. I don't
For
know
the
how we do
peanut
that though.
butter.
No, not the peanut butter, the actual like the Captain Crunch flavoring. Like if we were to do plain Captain Crunch and then put crunch berries as an accent note in there, you know what I mean?
Well, what is that? Is the crunch berry cereal mainly a
No.
cereal note with light berries?
Flavora or the TFA Crunch Berry cereal?
No.
It's a light
Yeah,
cereal note, but
TPA.
it's got the berry notes. That's
See,
why I
I
use
thought
it in Pebbles because it brings the berry cereal notes to the lemon orange notes that Pebbles has. So, but
it
it's
was
that good.
berry.
It's
Oh,
strawberry and blueberry.
yeah.
Yeah, so it is berry. So, but okay, so there's Captain Crunch berries, which is Captain Crunch and Crunch berries.
Hmm. You're muted.
And then there's Crunch berries, Oops All Berries, which is just the Crunch berries. Thank you. Sorry. Um, so if we were to do something with just TFA Crunch, but you know what? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how we would do that though, because it's like a brown sugar butter cereal, and Flavora Crunch Berry
Captain.
cereal is not good.
What, the tricks?
No, the Crunch Berry. They have a, or I don't know what it's called. It's
Crunch
Crunch
cereal?
Crunch cereal. You know, it tastes like wet gym socks. It's really not good. But
Um,
do you have the TFA regular one?
regular crunch?
I think I have the
Regular
regular one.
crunch? I don't know
That'd
if I
be
have.
interesting.
Hang
We
on.
could work out it. Like we're still working out our idea here. We don't have to do that. Oh, Rugley. I miss Rugley. Yeah, he had like a list of flavors and he'd make recipes off that list for beginners and stuff. I don't know what happened. He just kind of people and same with what's his name? The people just come on and fall off. You know, I don't know what happens. Takes a lot.
It says
Um,
I have the crunchy cereal.
it just fades. You know, that one it just fades.
What, the
So
crunchy?
yeah, the regular one does. It's good,
Well,
but
we
it
could
just
do
it
berry
fades.
crunch and add cereal 27 or a cookie for some AP.
Yeah. So do you just want to go for like a good cereal and milk
Yep.
since it's breakfast cereals, or do we want to go? Because we could do like, well, yeah. Breakfast could be anything, by the way, guys. It could be pancakes, it could be waffles, it could be French toast. Do whatever you want. Um,
Mm,
RUGLY. Ugly. He might
it's
not
yeah.
have taken his stuff off.
All right. So
Okay, so let's see here. Go to my ELR. So we're gonna go.
you want to start? Do you want to use the berry crunch
Is that the only one you have?
or berry? I have berry crunch, cinnamon crunch, Flavora. It says I have crunchy Captain cereal by TPA. I have rice crunchies and sweet crunch from Flavora.
Okay. So you don't have like a DIY Flavor Shack Crunch Berry cereal
No.
or one on ones. I think there's
Oh,
only like three. TFA is
no.
like the
This
honestly TFA is the best bet. Do it at like 4%, 3 or 4%.
okay.
Um,
Let me get to this.
should be. I wish we had like a brown sugar, brown butter flavor.
We do.
What?
Flavora. Their new one. Their
What?
Oh no, but you got corn. Never mind.
Oh, with the
Yeah, but
sweet
you
crunch?
did. Yeah, but I get brown sugar. I get that type of note off that, but you don't, right?
No.
Which whatever. Yeah. So,
Oh, shit.
so hey, are we gonna go berry?
Yeah, well, we definitely TFA Crunchberry.
You got to get closer to your mic.
Definitely TFA Crunchberry.
Yeah, I heard you, but I'm just saying it was hard. So,
It's called Crunchy Captain cereal.
well, yeah, I have that.
Okay.
No, berry crunch cereal and then crunchy Captain cereal. Berry crunch.
Crunch.
5? Yes.
I don't know if that's the one to use either, though. It's not very good.
What?
No. The crunchy cereal TFA. The Crunchberry, yes, not the regular one though. I don't know how we're gonna emulate. We might just have to go oops all berries.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what might be good in this? The what's the Perillum? The strawberry cereal.
oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. um, instead of berry crunch,
Go both with it.
you got to get closer.
With it. Strawberry marshmallow
Yeah.
cereal. Yeah, with it. Because it's got that right like dehydrated strawberry note, right? It's not like a juicy fresh strawberry or candy strawberry or whatever. It's like that kind of dried cereal strawberry.
Yeah.
It's just kind of one of strawberry marshmallow cereal. There's what the fuck?
Instead of adding like a strawberry and then like Nom's marshmallow,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's
Instead of going like, well, let's add a strawberry and a blueberry to this, because that's going to be harder.
forest fruit.
That's yeah, but that's actually fruit. You know what I mean? Like you're actually, it's like I want like we like what if we think about doing like more like the cereal version of the fruit, right?
Well,
Makes
what
sense.
other kind of cereal is going to have like blueberry?
I don't know. That's why we're thinking about it.
Because if you use something like harvest berry or a forest fruit, you're
You know,
getting
like a
the
touch
strawberry
of
and the
those, I don't
blueberry.
think would be like a bad thing.
Like,
Well, Mike, the problem with Captain Crunch is there isn't a flavor that actually tastes like it. Crunch berries, on the other hand, is fine. We can do crunch berries. Um, do we want to do in milk or do we want to just tonight get the cereal down and then we can add a milk layer later?
yeah,
Like I did with Pebbles, kind of. Let's get the dry cereal down. We can post them both, depending. People can put their own milk layer with it, or we could add a milk layer. You want to do it that way?
sure. Yeah, that's all we have.
Yeah. We have Berry Crunch, strawberry marshmallow cereal, Pearl.
Oh, we are using that?
I think so. I think we should. Um, but like, what do you think? Like a harvest berry, forest berry, like a touch of that.
I think FA Forest.
That's
At
Flavor
like
Jungle.
low, the like 1% or 1.25%.
Half.
Half.
Is that too low? Is that too low?
One. I know.
Okay.
I tested it at 2 and I said if you use it any higher, it might get floral. So 1.
Isn't that the one that
Or-
like people say dominates their recipes? Or is that when they put it in at like 10%?
I think that's probably 10%. Whoever's vaping that at 10% is just psycho. Like what? Well, 0.75. We can always, well, yeah, maybe. I don't think a half. I think one.
I think one would be fine. People are like, "Whoa, I use it low at 3%." I'm like, "Okay." So one would be
But
fine.
you don't really need to, though.
No.
I mean, see, the average on that is 3. Like, that's psycho, kind of a little bit. But, I mean, unless.
Although it's, this one, says 0.5% would be fine.
What?
Background notes.
Yeah, it could be.
You kind of just want to boost the crunch berries, right?
Yeah, I mean, and
Versus
then
over.
Rocky says lemon orange rice candy, but I think that's really dominant. I think if we added like
It is.
half
It'd be
a
like
percent of a lemon, of lemon,
0.5% of lemon orange rice candy, but there's no lemon orange
that's
rice.
still
There's no lemon
strong.
orange notes
No,
in crunch berries. It's only
no.
blueberry, strawberry crunch berries.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not. This isn't Pebbles. This isn't Fruity Flakes. This is just berry crunch and milk.
I like the one I was working on. I added. Oh, I had like 0.5% of Fe lemon, but there is really no lemon flavor. So.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, here he's back.
Did you end the stream? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I just think there's no lemon orange in crunch berries.
No, I don't think so either. Buster says put some brandy in it.
No. 4%. No, I'm just kidding.
What about?
No.
I'd really love to get Captain Crunch in there, but I don't know how. Without going.
You couldn't do Captain Crunch unless it's berries only because there's no Captain Crunch
That's
yellow.
what I've been saying. There's no good Captain Crunch flavor.
No,
Unless
I'm saying in the pic. Oh, you can use colors that are not in the list, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had Captain Crunch, Linda?
Yes.
It's not just
I am
AP.
a cereal. Well, but you're trying to get the note of the cereal.
Yeah, but it's that specific like brown butter sugar, brown sugar.
See, I don't get that off of it.
That's what it is. I know that's not quite exact. It tastes like Captain Crunch, but that's what they call it. They call it brown butter, brown sugar cereal.
Who calls it that?
Captain Crunch. That's the flavor of Captain Crunch.
I don't know about that, but I mean, I'm asking chat because I don't believe you. What is
Sweet buttery
flavor?
vanilla with toasted corn and oat, caramel and brown sugar.
ChatGPT says, "Oh, sweet corn, brown sugar, butter."
See?
So,
like, is there a good brown
flavor that
sugar?
tasted like corn.
Like a brown sugar.
Well, I feel like the right brown sugar for that would be ultimate brown sugar because it's a little brighter than your favorite brown sugar.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's brighter and not as dark.
What do you have?
Like
You don't have Honey Puffs?
oh, let me see. I don't think we talked about this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Corn puffs. I think cereal 27. That's kind of. Is that
Okay,
corn?
I don't. There was something we tested. Was it a Nom's flavor that I got cornflakes from? I mean, that I got. Oh no, that was puff rice.
You
Never
know,
mind.
we could. Why don't we do? Since it is corn, we could do sweet crunch. But I think we just want to put like some ultimate brown sugar in there as well.
Let's see. Okay, because I got.
And I don't know, or like maybe caramel butter. What if we did caramel butter? Like a little bit of caramel butter, because it's supposed to be brown sugar
It's
butter,
not
right?
buttery though. Well,
What?
it's not. That's kind of buttery.
Well, just a little
Like
bit.
thick. We don't want it like thick and syrupy though.
No, that's what I said. Like a little bit of caramel butter,
Y- we can't hear you when you're sitting way back there.
like a little bit of caramel butter, 1%.
No, I don't think so.
So where are we gonna get the butter note from then?
I don't think when you eat Captain Crunch, do you get a butter note?
Yeah, it tastes specific, and I think putting the right notes together is what gets us to emulate it. So skipping that, I don't think is gonna help, and it'll give us more of just like a brown sugar frosted flakes. I
That's
don't know. I
exactly
don't
what
think
I
it's a
get.
bad idea at all.
That's. I
I think
don't
a
think we
little
should
bit of
do it
caramel butter is a
at one
great idea.
percent.
Well, it's a 3% flavor.
I've never used that over 2 or
Just
even one and
I've
a
used it
half.
at 3. I mean, definitely forest fruit. We could do it lower, 0.75. Yes, we're
2.
arguing over caramel butter. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I'm on
we're
5.
not arguing. I just think it's gonna drown out like the
I
fruit part
don't
of it.
want it to drown out. I just want to
Yeah.
add a little bit of like brown sugar butter, right? So a little bit of caramel butter, so 0.75. Just a little, and like sweet crunch at 1.5.
So berry crunch, that's gonna be a lot of cereal notes. Because strawberry marshmallow, once it steeps out, has a really pretty good cereal.
Okay. Is it a good corn cereal or is it more of like a Rice Krispies puff?
It's more of like a Rice Crispy.
You want to just take that one out then? We don't. That kind of
Yeah,
feels
I
like it's
do.
an extra one in
Yes, I
here
do.
that doesn't
Let's
need to
take
be
that
there.
out because I didn't think. Yeah, let's take that out.
So berry crunch at like what, 3 or 4, 3.5, maybe even.
Okay,
We could
three
do
and a half.
3 since we're doing the other cereal.
Okay. So what are we doing? You said sweet crunch.
I mean, I use it as at 3 as an accent note in Pebbles, so it's not like the heaviest. It's a 4 to 5% flavoring.
Okay, so let's do 4 then.
Okay, because it's like kind of a main note here, yeah. And then forest fruit at 1.
Yeah.
Sweet.
FA. 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're keeping it
that's too
low.
strong. That's psychotic.
3 is
For
too
this.
And then
strong.
sweet crunch.
So sweet crunch. At what?
Yeah, Mike, cereal 27 does, but it's more like AP cereal. Sweet crunch is definitely a corn cereal, so I think that's what we're gonna go with here.
Yeah, I
One and
get
a half
frosted
on
flakes. Yeah, I get
off
frosted
of
flakes.
off of cereal 27.
No, off of sweet crunch.
Yeah, off of sweet crunch. I get corn flakes or frosted flakes too, but that's corn cereal, and then we're adding like, I don't know how else we're gonna get that note. So it's not gonna be exactly Captain Crunch, but I think if we could try and emulate it, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then 0.75 caramel butter.
Yeah. I love that flavor. Don't get me wrong. I have
I know.
120 mils of it, but
I don't want it to be super buttery either. I get what you're saying. But I want that like little note of butter.
yeah.
I think like keeping it low is a good idea. Um, Do you want to just like since we're just doing the cereal and we're gonna add milk later, keep it at these 4?
And just mix this.
I mean, Pebbles is just 4, so and just mix this.
So berry crunch at 4, sweet crunch at 1.5, forest fruit at 1, and caramel butter at 0.75.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about?
Let
Do
me
you
go
think we
find
need a little bit of ultimate brown sugar in there on top of that, or
No. No,
okay, I don't think so either.
not with the caramel. I mean, because 1.5. No.
Oh,
So
this
berry
4.
crunch at 4, caramel butter at 0.75, forest fruit FA at 1, and sweet crunch at 1.5. We could add brown sugar, but like at 0.5%. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say, Linda, about brown
We
sugar?
could add ultimate brown sugar at like 0.5%.
What do you think? What do you think we need to?
No, I think we'd be fine without it.
Want to try it with these 4
Or
first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So
the forest berries is the flowers and the trees in the sky.
yeah.
What about the clouds?
Oh, you want to know what our colors are?
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Caramel butter. Brown.
No. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Where's the picture? Our crunch berry covers the blue and the purple, and then the caramel butter covers the brown. Boom, done. And then we're gonna add milk to this later. So we're just trying to. Another thing is, we don't. If we wanted to do like a jam-filled donut, we could perfect our donut base first, and then add a jam layer next week, right? Like that's the idea, is to take our time and to go a little bit slower with this, and like so we're really trying to like. I think what we're trying to do here is emulate a Captain Crunch berry. So with the Captain Crunch cereal and the Crunch Berry cereal, and then the off-white, eggshell white, Old Lace or whatever color can be our cereal milk later on down the road next week or in 3 weeks or whatever. Because that's the milk layer is going to be an easier thing for us to do. This is going to be the harder part. So this is where we need to put more work into it. So that's what we're doing. So we have our 3 colors, right? Crunch berries is purple and blue, and cereal brown. It's all there. But we decided you can go your own way with it. So if you're playing along, don't forget, do whatever you want, man. That's the whole point. There's a lot of freedom in this.
So like the 5 colors.
Let me go find my stuff.
For the 5 colors, like
5 colors.
You have to use 5 colors, but you can use more, right? So like the sea green.
No, you have to use 3.
Oh, just 3. Okay.
Just 3. Yeah, we pick 5 to help with the process of the image generating.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you only want to we want to make this easy, right? So just 3 colors that emulate flavor notes in your recipe.
All right.
That's it. And it doesn't have to be 3 off of the list of 5. It just has to be 3 from the image. The list of 5 is just there to help you. That's all.
All right.
Just had to stand up. do apologize if there's more dead air now that we're doing this kind of.
What are you talking about? I got music going.
Okay.
And I got the thing, and I was just about ready to talk to them. Am I gonna pop up here? What up? I'm down here. Just kidding. I'm over. Ow.
The meringue in the sweet ranch is just gonna help us with our cereal layer when we get to it. So. Or the sugary coating on the cereal, whatever.
Yeah, Nitrous 23 is a banger. I really always wanted the Elder Dragon. I love 22s, 23s, 24s, but then if I'm using a mech, I like 25s. And if it can fit a 28, but there's not a lot of good 28s. Forest fruit.
Pop-Tart?
Uh-huh.
Blueberry Pop-Tart with this image? That'd be really good.
Yeah, you could do a blueberry, strawberry, or a forest fruit. You could do grape. You could do orange, bergamot, kumquat.
Watermelon.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you guys didn't incorporate any of the white into like a cream or like a whipped cream.
We want to do milk with this. We're just focusing on the cereal right now.
Okay, yeah.
We don't need to, and maybe when we do, we'll release both versions, right? So if we get this right, then we'll add the milk layer. It's kind of the idea.
Alright, let's see.
My forest fruit's like a full bottle still. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. I was gonna say forest fruit SSA I think I like better long term than I like FA. I think FA is kind of weak.
I like flavored donut.
Have that.
Forest mix.
The forest fruit extra by FA is really good.
Oh, that's true.
Like, did you get it?
I'm pretty sure I have it. Or is that a newer one?
That's like newer.
Oh, maybe not then.
No, like when we were on Noted.
Oh, then I would have it.
Like, I didn't get that whole line. I skipped some.
I put over 1% of super sweetness.
Over 1%? Oops.
I did one. Well, barely. 1.2. Yeah, 1.18. Oops, I squirted.
Oh, Mike, hold on, Mike. Weren't you trying to copy? Yeah, you were the one trying to copy the jackfruit cactus recipe. I think it might have VTA Yellow Passion and was that? Yeah, I think it might have a little bit of Yellow Passion in there. Or Inawera Dragon Fruit, one of the two. I had them in a mix and I was like, wait a second. And yeah. Let me see if I can.
How much sweetener did you put in? Sam?
What?
How much sweetener did you put in?
Like 1.1, 1.2.
Oh, no, but like, okay.
All right,
I was
Sam.
gonna do 0.75.
Guys,
Yeah.
Sam.
What?
I think it's time. After next week, we're gonna unpin the rules, and then you guys got to come up with the rules, kind of like how it is on screen. We were supposed to have this as a logo, and we kind of ditched that. You guys want me to keep going kind of free range with the AI pictures?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think.
Yeah, the rules are way different with the new season.
All right, how do I?
There's only like 3 rules.
How do I? Oh no. It doesn't. Why doesn't it? Oh, duh.
Delete it.
I'm not gonna delete it. Unpin it.
Delete it.
All right, and then whenever you're ready, I'll pin it. But Buster, I posted. I thought I did.
Good.
There it is. I posted it on Facebook for you. And then hopefully it doesn't mess up anything. You guys are watching this live. I'm going to wait here. I'm gonna go here and I'll change this to edit channel. Season 1. Okay. Now I'm gonna delete this one, and then we're gonna create 2 new ones. TMA Season 1. Create channel, and then
Yeah, we'll post it on the
TMA,
Facebook page every time we
season-
generate the image. 100%. It'll be there.
so as well for my peoples on here, it's gonna be on Discord under season 2. Okay, that uploaded quick. I'm gonna pin it as well, and when we move on to a new picture, I'm gonna pin I think it allows me to pin multiple ones. I'll pin another one. That way you guys can, always see it and all that. But yeah. Whoop. Wrong one.
I feel like this is gonna need more fruit. Like more forest fruit.
Forest fruit smelled very light when I dripped it, so I was kind of wondering.
I don't
If it
know
was
what
gonna
I
be
was
in-
thinking. Yeah, I don't know. When I tested it at 2, it just seemed strong. I feel like it's on the right track. I get cereal.
That caramel butter helps. It definitely helps it. It's not quite Captain Crunch, but it helps.
I mean, I guess we could add some brown sugar.
I wonder if the brown sugar will help. There's some I wonder if 1.5 maybe on the forest fruit.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of sugar. This is nice. This is sweet though.
I think it's good. I just think it needs Like,
That's very close on the Captain Crunch note. It's like super close.
no, it really is. Yeah.
Like really, it's.
Did you mute yourself?
It's a little.
you
No,
got-
I'm sorry. I stopped. I hit my vape. It's a little still frosted flaky. So I wonder if we should tone that down a little bit.
But the sweet
Cereal
crunch,
Sweet crunch, maybe like 0.25%.
lower it a quarter.
Yeah. What do you think? Like so. These are initial thoughts, right? We've been going. I don't know how much more we're gonna do tonight because we've been going for over an hour already. But
I think this just needs like a little bit of tweaking. I don't.
so if we're at a point where we just need a little bit of tweaking, do we want to tweak it or do we want to steep it? We have 3
Steep it.
weeks. We're gonna go over this one on our own time, you guys. Just because, you know, if we were doing this next week, we'd go over it with you guys next week after it's steep and change it. But because we're waiting 3 weeks for the next episode, we'll probably tweak it on our own time so that it's ready for the next episode. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Mhm. Yeah.
But dang, we're on the right track.
Yeah, I think so too.
What about I'm gonna put a little bit of brown sugar in, ultimate brown sugar in this. Like, what do you think? 0.5%?
Yeah. Yeah. I would start with a half.
Okay.
And I think we need to let this steep because we need to see. I mean, Rocky's saying forest fruit is like 10%. Is he kidding? Oh, he's kidding.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
No, he's kidding.
No, people use it that high.
But that's psycho because it will get floral.
Where'd you guys go?
I like it. I think just it needs to sit a few days.
Let's see how it is with that ultimate brown sugar in there.
Right. Well, I gotta get mine then. So hang on.
Yeah, we might switch the forest fruit to harvest or something. Maybe wild forest. You know, I don't think wildberry gummy might work. It might be better. But it's the forest wild. They all have like raspberry, blackberry notes and stuff in them, and we don't want that necessarily.
Forest fruit. I think it's good here because it's really just strawberry and blueberry.
The forest fruit,
Mm-hmm.
because the notes say raspberry, blackberry, currant. Like, we'll pick up a bunch of stuff like that's what I'm saying. Like doing the harvest fruit. What about wildberry gummy? You know. I don't know how much that 0.5% really changed anything. But I think we're on the right track. Sure. Fuck, it's hot. Wet.
Okay. Well, I can't find my right now. And I just dumped that whole mix. I just spilled that whole thing.
Well, I think that's all we're doing for tonight.
Who has a
Well,
monkey?
that's
Great.
good. 'Cause
That's
I
a
have to
great
remix
audio there, Daniel.
my God, I can't believe
Is
I
that
just,
me?
Well, no, I have a little bit left.
It had to have been you.
Damn.
That's not me.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, that's It's
Oh, that's a
Linda.
squeaky toy. That's a dog.
Yeah.
That sounds like a monkey, dude. I
thought it was a monkey,
and
yeah.
It was doing audio noises. Monkeys. Because you spilled. That's
Oh,
so
you thought
funny.
it was him doing it?
Yeah.
I thought it was,
I
him
thought it
doing
was in the
monkey
song.
audio. Straight up, that sounded like monkeys.
He's like,
Now it's a
he's
dog
like
toy,
going
yeah.
off with his toy.
Yeah,
No,
it sounds
that's
like a
that
cute
one.
little monkey.
Sorry. That's funny.
Still
He does
sounds
have a
like
pet monkey.
monkey.
We put him to bed with his monkey every night. He hates his monkey.
Wait,
I love the
what
monkey,
what are
but-
you guys adding to the mix? I'm sorry to interrupt.
I just threw in 0.5% of brown sugar, ultimate brown sugar, but I don't know if it's changing it very much. We'll have to see over this week.
Well, we can do a percent. I just think it needs a steep.
And how much super sweet?
One at least.
Yeah, I did one.
I did a drip over on it.
Oh my god, I get it. All right, well, I'm gonna have to totally remix this because no, I have a little bit left actually. It's gonna be good. I think we should add maybe more forest fruit in the brown sugar.
Pretty fruity. I get a good fruit though. I want it's got to be balanced, you know. Like there's an equal balance of Captain Crunch and Crunch Berries, right? So I don't think it's too far off right now. If we're just lifting the Crunch Berries a little bit with the forest fruit,
Hey guys,
that's all we're doing. That's fine, you know.
guys, can you help a boomer out? How do I turn this into a link in ELR? How do I turn the
Oh, the
video?
image.
No, the
Picture.
video link for
Oh, that's
For
you have
YouTube.
to do that from your desktop
yeah. I'm on.
or a laptop.
Where the hell do you think
just
I am,
copy-
Linda?
You just
boom,
post
I
the
can
link.
Never do it on my,
Just that's it. And
no,
it. But how do
he
you
wants
put the
to put it?
picture where you know like Buster does? Buster, come back, Buster. Buster, monkeys are going crazy in the background. I need your help. I need to do
God, can you
HTML,
still hear that?
and I also forgot how to. I forgot how to MySpace.
Oh my God, he's like really going off
Yeah,
with
it's
that
a-
toy.
It's literally a monkey, but I mean, it fits. It fits. I don't know if it's annoying people,
It's kind of funny.
but it fits.
He did it last week too.
Yeah, but he didn't go this crazy.
So he's going nuts. Now he went in the other room with it. Oh, now he's here.
No, we
Running
still.
back.
Just
and
copy
forth.
the address bar for the YouTube link. That's all you have to do. For an image,
It
you have
has
to
to
do
be the
image.
short link.
I copied it. It didn't work.
No, it
Oh,
has to
because
be a
it's
short.
live.
Oh.
It has to be the old one.
Wait until we're not on live anymore.
All right. Well, I think this is a good start. I think we're on the right track.
Yeah, that's
So-
the right link.
Is it a short link, Daniel?
Wait, I think I might have figured it out. See, I'm not that bad of a boomer. If this works.
Rocky said you do need Imgur for YouTube links.
What?
No, that didn't
You
work.
don't need Imgur for YouTube links. It's probably Rocky just because it's a live link right now versus a video.
Oh, well, it didn't stay.
What?
A live video. That's what you're linking, a live video.
Oh, right. You can't link a live video.
What?
No,
Just
I
wait
don't
and
think
link it.
so.
Right, later.
Alright. I'm just gonna add it because I'm here.
It won't work though.
No, but they can copy it.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Why not?
Oh, Buster's
Ah,
here.
it just deletes it, Daniel. That's funny.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
just
just-
delete it.
Wait until the episode's over and then do it. You're gonna have to.
I'll try. I mean, it's whatever.
So, anyways, that's the idea for the new show.
Yeah. Fun.
Fun.
And then everyone can.
So there you have your image. You have 3 weeks to do your own recipe in the breakfast/cereal category with that image. You can check the Facebook page. You can check the Discord. You can rewatch the YouTube video to see that image. 3 notes in your recipe to represent colors in that image, and that's it. Just hit the profile.
Yeah, not many rules.
Not many rules. Very open-ended. We just want
You
to people
can
to make.
use. Yep. Yep. Yep.
And, the
Alright.
last year was very technical, but there was a good amount of rules there, and it made it hard for people to play along sometimes, or even want to, or get. CJ brought up a good point early on, is that it's like everything's either a nut or a cinnamon or a booze, and it's like it doesn't always have to be that way. So more, and then the image idea is that maybe you'll get inspiration from it. From a warm. A warm image that conjures memories or something like that. Maybe that's the only idea behind that. So it doesn't have to reflect the image. If like the country field or whatever, it doesn't have to be a warm baked apple pie. That's not really breakfast anyways. But but if it makes you think of that and you want to do a apple pie Pop-Tart or something, and then cool. If the inspiration comes through the image, that's what we want. So would like
Yep.
images that evoke a nostalgic emotion, and I think this one does that. I think Daniel picked a really good image for that. It has that nostalgic emotion. Like, what did you eat? Especially if you grew up on a farm. What was your breakfast of choice in the morning before you went playing in the fields, or something memorable?
Cereal.
Like cereal, it could have been a
Yeah.
Pop-Tart. It could have been some sort of like pancakes and jam, or there's a lot of this. We got the color options and stuff was great this week for the profile that we got after we respun. Yeah, monkeys in a poppy field, right?
I really wanted sunflower.
Your childhood had a lot of heroin. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
I wanted sunflower so I could see you guys struggle to find your florals.
Nope. Just because it's a sunflower doesn't mean it would have to be a flower. It could be
Floral's not an
yellow.
option. Floral could be anything. We could do floral in any category.
Just add some honeyberry.
Preferably
Or
like
raspberry,
probably like
Melina.
candies and sweets will be one that probably has more florals.
Yeah.
Unique and savory. That's gonna be savory is gonna be probably few and far between, more so than unique, quote unquote. You know what I mean? So that's probably where you'll see florals. Beverage, spirits. So there's options for florals in a lot of these profile things. Same with
Yeah.
mint. Mint's not on here, but mint can be cream custard, vanilla, candy,
Where'd you
sweet,
go, Linda?
dessert, bakery. Like, there's a lot of unique, so there's options, right? RY4, mint chip ice cream RY4, like that's a possibility, right? So it sounds weird,
Oh.
but I know. I'm just saying. Probably not between the two of us. But
Monkey's getting rowdy over here.
all right, next week is watermelon, you guys. Get your watermelon mixes with mix, and we'll go over them next week. And then yuzu, and then we'll be on to this new system. So let us know how you feel in the comments. Thank you everybody for joining us and watching along. That does. Hopefully we get
What's going on?
some new mixers, some new recipes. to go over.
Who is
That haven't been
humping
mixed
their
in a while,
mic?
but you watch. The dog started humping her mic.
See?
Yeah, Linda, your mic's
Shut my
jacked up.
He's far.
What's up, doggy?
Yeah, he's. No, he calmed down.
Yeah, it's Linda's mic. Yeah, your mic. I mute you and it stops.
I muted her. You're muted.
There's the monkey. Good night, everybody. We love you. See you next week.
Bye.
In Babylon, feel all my brothers here. Down here,
Y'all have a good night.
are free. There'll never be no peace. Down here in Babylon, feel all my brothers here. Down here, are free. There'll never be.
That's up to Daniel, I guess. I mean, I'm fine with whatever.
Huh?
As long as it's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Or Thursday, preferably. She's talking to you, Daniel. I don't know. This is all
I mean, so what time did you say? Oh, I muted you and then here you go.
I go.
What? What? So Linda, what days work for you?
Yay. But that's not gonna work. I mean, what days work for you?
Pretty much any day. I gotta work around y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't bother me. Like, it's more like, so it's probably gonna be, I don't know yet. That's the thing. I just know things are probably gonna change. And the rumors are they want me to work Saturdays and Wednesdays till 8, which means I couldn't get home in time for 8:30. It would have to be after 9, like maybe 9:15. Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll have some.
What is on your mic?